Welcome. In this ASMR experience, I'm here to relax you as you try to fall asleep and expand your English vocabulary. You can relax and close your eyes while I invite you into peaceful sleep with my stories. Today, I will tell you thrilling stories. These stories will immerse you in an exciting adventure and help you improve your English vocabulary. I aim to support your language learning process by explaining the words used in the stories. With my voice, stories, and gentle background sounds, I will relax you and help you fall asleep. I hope this experience will be both calming and educational for you. If you're ready, let the stories begin. The Mysterious Box. Once upon a time, in a small town, there was a young boy named Alex. One day, while exploring the attic of his old house, Alex found a dusty, old box hidden behind some old furniture. Curious, he opened the box and found an ancient-looking key inside. Alex felt a shiver run down his spine as he picked up the key. He noticed that there was a small note attached to it. The note read, "This key unlocks the door to the hidden room in the basement." Intrigued, Alex decided to find the hidden room. He went down to the basement and searched for a door he had never noticed before. After a few minutes, he found a small, hidden door behind a pile of old boxes. He inserted the key into the lock, and with a creak, the door swung open. Inside the hidden room, Alex found a dusty, old chest. With trembling hands, he opened the chest and found a map inside. The map led to a hidden treasure buried in the town's old cemetery. Excited, Alex followed the map to the cemetery. As he dug at the spot marked on the map, he unearthed a small, wooden box. He opened the box and found it filled with ancient coins and jewelry. Just as he was about to take the treasure home, he heard a strange noise behind him. Turning around, he saw a shadowy figure standing in the darkness of the cemetery. Terrified, Alex ran back home, clutching the treasure tightly. To this day, he wonders who or what he saw that night in the cemetery. Attic, a room or space just below the roof of a building. Dusty, covered with a layer of dust, fine powder made up of tiny particles of earth or waste matter lying on the ground or on surfaces or carried in the air. Curious, eager to know or learn something. Ancient looking, appearing to be very old or from a long time ago. Key, a small piece of shaped metal with incisions cut to fit the wards of a particular lock, and that is inserted into a lock and turned to open or close it. Shiver, shake slightly and uncontrollably as a result of being cold, frightened, or excited. Spine, the series of bones, vertebrae, extending from the skull to the pelvis, the backbone. Note, a short informal letter or written message. Attached, connected or fastened to something. Unlock, open or release with a key. Intrigued, interested or curious. Basement, the lowest floor of a building, below ground level. Searched, tried to find something by looking carefully. Noticed, became aware of, observed. Pile, a heap of things laid or lying one on top of another. Inserted, put or introduced into something. Creak, a harsh, high-pitched sound made by something that is old or in poor condition. Swung, moved by pivoting on a fixed point. Trembling, shaking or quivering slightly. Chest, a large strong box, typically made of wood and used for storage or transport. Ancient, belonging to the very distant past and no longer in existence. Trembling hands, hands that are shaking or quivering slightly. Map, a diagrammatic representation of an area of land or sea showing physical features, cities, roads, etc. Excited, very enthusiastic and eager. Unearthed, discovered by digging in the ground. Clutching, grasping or holding tightly. Treasure, valuable objects. Shadowy figure, a dark, indistinct shape or form. Terrified, very frightened. The haunted house. One stormy night, a group of friends decided to explore an old, abandoned house at the edge of town. The house was said to be haunted, but they didn't believe in such tales. As they entered the house, they were greeted by creaking floorboards and howling winds. They laughed nervously, trying to shake off the feeling of unease. As they explored further, they came across a room with old furniture covered in dust. Suddenly, they heard a loud crash from upstairs. They froze in fear, wondering what could have caused the noise. Deciding to investigate, they cautiously climbed the stairs. At the top, they found a door that seemed to be locked. With a sense of dread, they pushed the door open. Inside, they found a room that looked like it hadn't been touched in years. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling, and the air was thick with dust. In the corner of the room, they saw a shadowy figure standing perfectly still. Terrified, they ran out of the house as fast as they could, never looking back. To this day, they swear they saw a ghost in that old, haunted house. Stormy, characterized by strong winds and usually rain, thunder, lightning, or snow. Abandoned, left empty or unused. Haunted, of a place believed to be frequented by ghosts. Edge, the outside limit of an object, area, or surface. Unease, anxiety or discontent. Furniture, large movable equipment, such as tables and chairs, used to make a house, office, or other space suitable for living or working. Creaking, a harsh, high-pitched sound made by something that is old or in poor condition. Howling, of the wind, make a long, loud, doleful sound. Crash, a sudden loud noise as of something breaking or hitting another object. Investigate, carry out a systematic or formal inquiry to discover and examine the facts of an incident, allegation, etc., so as to establish the truth. Cautiously, in a careful or cautious manner. Dread, great fear or apprehension. Cobwebs, a spider's web, especially when old and dusty. Thick, having relatively great extent from one surface or side to the opposite, not thin. Terrified, cause to feel extreme fear. The disappearing doll. Emily loved her doll, Lily, more than anything. Lily had been with her since she was a baby, and she couldn't imagine her life without her. One day, while playing in the garden, Emily left Lily on the bench and went inside for a drink. When she came back, Lily was gone. Emily searched everywhere but couldn't find her. That night, Emily heard strange noises coming from her room. She went upstairs and saw Lily sitting on her bed, staring at her with her glassy eyes. Terrified, Emily tried to grab Lily, but the doll disappeared into thin air. From that day on, Emily never played with dolls again. Disappearing, going out of sight, vanishing. Doll, a child's toy in the form of a human baby or adult. Loved, past tense of the verb love, meaning to feel deep affection for someone or something. Bench, a long seat for several people, typically made of wood or stone. Garden, a piece of ground, often near a house, used for growing flowers, fruit, or vegetables. inside, in or into the interior of something. Drink, a liquid that can be consumed. Searched, tried to find something by looking carefully. Everywhere, in or to all places. Strange, unusual or surprising, difficult to understand or explain. Noises, sounds, especially when loud, unpleasant, or disturbing. Coming, moving or traveling toward a particular direction or place. Upstairs, up the stairs, on a floor above. Saw, past tense of the verb see, meaning to perceive with the eyes. Sitting, present participle of the verb sit, meaning to rest with the weight supported by one's buttocks rather than one's feet. Bed, a piece of furniture for sleep or rest, typically a framework with a mattress and coverings. Staring, looking fixedly or vacantly at someone or something with one's eyes wide open. Glassy, resembling glass, especially in transparency or smoothness. Eyes, each of a pair of globular organs in the head through which people and vertebrate animals see, typically arranged in sockets in the skull. Terrified, caused to feel extreme fear. Tried, past tense of the verb try, meaning to make an attempt or effort to do something. Grab, grasp or seize suddenly and roughly. Disappeared, ceased to be visible, vanished. Thin air, imaginary or non-existent substance or medium. Played, engaged in activity for enjoyment and recreation rather than a serious or practical purpose. This ASMR experience contains calming and relaxing content. It may help you fall asleep at the end of the video. Therefore, we recommend listening in a safe environment, free from distractions. Do not listen while driving or engaging in other activities that require your attention. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it has helped you relax and supported your language learning journey. If you enjoyed the video and would like to listen again, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Don't forget to check out my channel for more content. Good night and sweet dreams.